Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Hayes with Engage121. Today for our weekly product update webinar. We're going to go ahead and get started with a couple of features. One, a new feature that was posted recently that we haven't covered yet, and a new feature that we'll be posting later today. We'll demo it out of our testing environment, so we can show how all of that works before it goes live. So the first thing we're going to start with is a new Fanlet page object for a hosted page. So I am in our live system right now, and this is available for all of you if you go into your accounts. Last week I covered the Pinterest page objects, and those are live as well. But we'll take a look today at a hosted page object. So for about 2 years now, we've had a hosted page template, page layout that you can use. But now we've added the option to integrate a hosted page or an iframe as part of a multi-panel page layout. So in this case, we'll go ahead and we'll do an image at the top of our Fanlet page here. So we'll go ahead and select the image page object and select an image to go ahead and put in that page object. And then we'll put our hosted page below it. So we'll select to add a page object, and you'll see that one of the page objects here is called a hosted page widget. So if we click to add that, it's a very straightforward thing. We're just putting in the URL of the page that we would like to host, and then how tall we want that frame to be. So based on how we're laying out the rest of our Fanlet, we may want it to be taller, we may want it to be shorter, based on the size of the page that we're hosting, for example, and ultimately what our goal is for how that's going to lay out. So we can set the height of the hosted page object. In this case, I'll go with 750 pixels. You can adjust this as you go. So, and when I apply this, we're going to get that populated in, and we can preview and see where that cuts off. So 750 is pretty good here. You may want to start with 1,000, 750, and then modify as you want. You can modify that again just by clicking on the little pencil icon here to edit the page object and set that height to whatever you need it to be. Now, one thing I will point out here is that this is all going to live within within that Facebook frame. So the Facebook app frame, even with the transition to timeline, is only 810 pixels wide. So your standard website is likely designed for a much wider screen. So if you do have something that you want to host in here, you do want to make sure that you've got that optimized to display well within an 810 pixel width. So you work with your web designer, whoever puts those things together for you, to make sure that you've got the page laid out, the style sheet for the page laid out to accommodate that display well. In this case, the page that I'm using is not optimized, and you can see that it does run off the side of the page. So that's one thing I'll point out there. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put another page object down at the end. Maybe in this case we'll do an email collector, for example. But really I could use any of these. I could put my my Pinterest widgets, I could put polls, I could put my Q&A Fanlets, YouTube Fanlets, even that the customer care Fanlet that we've gone through before. I can put any of those down there. So we'll go ahead and we'll do a flexible email collector, and I'll go ahead and use one that I've already created previously. We'll apply that, and I'll get a good preview of how this is going to lay out. So I've got my image, I've got my hosted page, and then I've got my email collector. So that's all put together and ready to go. If I want to fan gate it, I can click to add a fan gate, pick one from my libraries, fan gate the page. If not, I'm just going to leave that alone for now. But that option is there, and I can use it at any point. Now I can schedule this to go out later, or I can go ahead and post it now. So we'll go ahead and post it now. And if you haven't seen this before, a fairly recent addition as part of Newspeak is the ability to post about a fanlet after you post it. So now that we've posted it, I've got a prompt here to create a rich link to post to my Facebook page about that fanlet. So we can put in, if we're doing a contest for our contest, and if I'm doing, a Pinterest fanlet or something along those lines, I would obviously adjust that message to go along with that. Roles contest, we'll put something together here in terms of a rich link to go along with that. And then I will submit that post, and that will be posted along to my my Facebook page along with it. Now, then I also have the option of doing a sponsored story about that post if I do have Facebook ads enabled. So you can do that here. You would choose yes and go through the process of creating the ad campaign. You'll see a preview sample of what your rich link is going to look like. And how that sponsored story will be put together. I'm not going to go ahead and do that now, but it is there. And all of this does exist not only in Speak Corporate, but also in Speak Local. So you can publish a fanlet out to thousands of your outlets, thousands of your local pages, and then post about it to all of those pages, and then create a Facebook ad for all of those pages. So the potential for taking a very simple clickstream and turning it into a massive campaign is certainly there and very easy to do. So you see that the post I created is here. We've got the icon for the tab that I'm posting about is included there, along with the description and everything that I put together. So anyone who saw this in their news feed would be able to click on it. That would take them directly to the page. So here we can see the page that we put together. We've got the banner image at the top, we've got the hosted page in the middle, and then we've got that email collector down at the bottom. So all those can be used in conjunction. If you've got an email sign-up form on your website that's already connected into all of your databases and everything, this is a very simple, easy way to take that frame or take that page and post it to Facebook in an iframe in conjunction with any of those other fanlets that you might use, any of those other page objects. Connect your email sign-up screen with your the store locator that you build out of Engage, for example. All those things are there and available for you. And again, this is live right now. This can be paired with any of those different page objects, and I encourage you all to go in and poke around with that, try that out, look at the things that you've already built for your website that are already ready to go, that don't require any development or additional resources, technical resources, designer resources, and things that would easily translate to your Facebook page. Then the next thing we'd like to run through today is a change that has happened with YouTube. And this was as a direct result of a client request. Previously, we've done all of our YouTube uploading as a straight from your browser directly to YouTube. and that was you maintained your computer maintained a direct connection with YouTube, and it uploaded that file, and then you were able to post about it. So what we've added here is a complete overhaul to the YouTube infrastructure. So now I'm in our testing environment, but this will again be published to all of your accounts later today. And I'm going to go ahead and start back in the library section because this is really where the change originates. Now, any of the libraries here that are not locked to me, any of the libraries that I own, I have the option now of uploading a video to them. So previously I've been able to upload images and documents and all that sort of thing, but now when I look in the drop-down for the type, I can also upload videos. So I'll select videos and I'll choose the video from my computer, put in a name for it, put in a caption for it. That naming is really just for internally in Engage121, so you know exactly what video you're talking about when you're going to post it, and then I can upload that directly to the Engage121 servers. I won't do that now because it will take a little bit of time to upload that file, but we'll go ahead and I've got some that are uploaded already. We'll go down and look, and I've named a library video library, but again, this can go into any library. It does not have to be there's not a special library for it. It's just any library that you want to upload your campaign assets to. Just go ahead and click upload, select video as the type, and then you can put those into your video library. Now, one thing you'll note here is that we're reflecting a YouTube icon instead of a thumbnail preview like you might have seen previously. And that is because until it is actually uploaded to YouTube, we don't know what the thumbnail icon is that YouTube will select. So you've got the naming is going to be an important thing. You want to make sure that you name it in a way that is going to be easy for you to identify the file that you want to upload. But you can put a bunch of videos up into that library, be ready to go, and then when we go back into Speak, the actual posting of these videos has changed a little bit, but is more straightforward, I think. So we'll go ahead and access our library, and we'll pick our video library down here. And so I see the videos that I have in that library, and I'll go ahead and click to add that to my post and type a title for it, and then click continue. Now, when I choose YouTube as my platform to post to, I can choose the YouTube connection that I want to post to, and then I have a title that I can. The title was taken from the compose box on the previous screen. I'll choose the category that I want to post it into, put a description to go along with it, and then put in some tags. Now, the important thing to understand here is that for the tags, YouTube does limit you to 30 characters per tag. So as we type this in, you'll see our character counter on the bottom, and then additionally, YouTube limits you to a total of 500 characters for all of your tags. So those are limits imposed by YouTube when uploading through their API. But you'll see the character count for your total number of characters. If I put one in that was really long, that was longer than 30 characters, when I go to submit this, I get an error message letting me know that I had either too many tags or too long of a tag and everything. So that's where just important to note when you are putting those together. So I'll see the information about the post that's going to happen. I'll click continue, and now I can set that to post now, or I can schedule it to post at a later date. So we'll go ahead and schedule one to post at a later date. In fact, that's the direct reason that this request came in from a client is they wanted to be able to store all of their videos on the Engage121 servers and then schedule them to post to YouTube at regular intervals. So they can schedule them to post on particular days and times, and then when they click submit, the additional side of this is that we've added the ability to post about that YouTube video. So just like we were able to post about our Facebook fanlet, we can also post about our video. So we'll choose the page, the connection, the Twitter connection we want to post to, choose the YouTube page that we want to post to, or the Facebook page, sorry, that we want to post to, and then put some additional information about it. However we want to customize that message for the particular platforms. And in the case of Facebook, that will post to the Facebook page as a rich link. In the case of Twitter, it will post to Twitter with a shortened link to the video itself. Now, the important thing to understand here is that we are going to hold that YouTube video or that video file on our servers until the date, the scheduled date arrives, until that scheduled date comes around. Once that scheduled date, so we see that's going to go on the 16th at 10:29. Once that time comes around, we will initiate the upload to YouTube. That's going to go directly from our server to a YouTube server, and as that upload progresses, we're going to hold the post to Twitter and the post to Facebook because we don't actually have a link yet. So until that upload completes, once that upload is completed to YouTube, then we will get a link back from YouTube saying this is where you'll find the video. At which point we will complete your post to Twitter and Facebook. So within about 10 minutes from the time that upload has completed to YouTube, your post to Twitter and your post to Facebook will be completed. So that's what's going on here. There's a lot of workings that are going on in the background in terms of getting that data up to YouTube to then be able to post about it. But it's taken something that you would have to then post. You would have to post to YouTube and then be able to post about it and put it all into one click stream. So for those of you who do use YouTube a lot, post a lot of videos, this will be a very welcome enhancement. And something that'll be very easy for you to use going forward. So I've got this scheduled. I'll go ahead and say submit post. And now if I look at my planner, which in this test account is a bit of a mess. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. If I come down and take a look at the video that I have pending, you'll see when it's scheduled for, when it was submitted, and then I'll see the message that I have in place. So I have additional posts scheduled to go along with that. I've got the YouTube video, then I've got a post to Twitter, and then I've got a post to Facebook, all scheduled up and ready to go. So I'd be able to see that there in my planner and review that at any point, change the scheduled date, cancel the post, any of that sort of thing. So that will be going live later today. It's a comprehensive change in terms of accessing a lot of different parts of the application in the library and Speak and so on. But we think it's a really great feature that will benefit a lot of our clients. So that will be going live today, later today. The hosted page is already live, and we do have a number of new features that are coming soon. Including things like integration of Instagram and a lot of other great features coming soon. So please do come back and join us on our weekly webinars. Follow us on Twitter at Engage121. Find us on Facebook. Follow that YouTube channel or subscribe to that YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see the recordings of these weekly webinars as they are uploaded. So at any rate, thank you all for joining us again for this week's product update webinar. We hope to see you back here next week. And if there are things that you'd like to see us cover in future sessions, please do let us know. We do appreciate your feedback in terms of what you'd like to see us cover, what you thought about what you saw us cover, and so on. So please do communicate with us. Let us know. We love to hear what you think. Any rate, have a great weekend. We'll see you back here next week, and take care.